Hey everyone, Michael here. Hope you guys are all having fantastic days. Today's video is sponsored by Fairdesk, a premier crypto exchange specializing in futures, spot, and copy trading. Use my link to join today and enjoy special perks including extremely low fees. Dive into the future of trading with Fairdesk, where you can copy the best traders around. Today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Bitcoin because Bitcoin is right smack in the dab of a lot of problems, but also a great opportunity for a big pop here. So today we're going to be talking about this downward trend, some moving averages, and this beautiful level of support that's been working out over the past few weeks. So to start off talking about the support, we're looking at this the highs over here from back in February and the lows over here from March. So that range is kind of around 25,270 all the way up here to 26,518. It's a pretty generous support level, but it seems that every time we break into it, we have an opportunity for you guys just hold to make some good money here. Now, altcoins are not in the same situation. We'll be talking about those in a separate video. However, when Bitcoin's finding some support, which it has been able to do over the past few days with all the big news coming out about the SEC and, Coinbase and Binance, usually it's going to be a good opportunity to buy those altcoins for a good pop here for about a 24 to 36 hour hold. So I'll be talking about that more, but get ready for a nice pop if Bitcoin's able to make a larger move. So if you guys want to follow that first method here, you guys are going to be looking for a short-term buying opportunity here. This is not something I would say you guys want to swing and hold for more than a couple days, just because the overall trend, as you guys could probably tell, has been going down and down and down with these lower highs here. However, what you're aiming for at this point in time is to make another lower high, and you're trying to buy in anticipation of that. So you guys are buying right now, waiting for it to spike back up here towards 27,000. You guys sell it here, and then it makes its next leg down here to retest this level of support, or perhaps break down. So far, we don't have enough evidence to say we're going to break down. In fact, we're seeing some bullish divergence appear at this point in time. So we may actually have an opportunity to break out in the future. The only problem here is, as I think most of you guys would know by now, is that we have these weekly moving averages that are being a big pain to us. So let me actually get rid of these lines here just to make it a little bit easier, because I do know it's going to look a little bit funny without some of these extra lines here. There we go. After a lot of hard work, the bears were able to push us back down both below the 200 weekly moving average, and the 20 weekly moving average. At this point in time, you can see we're just currently trying to retest the 20. We'll see if we're able to have a big pump here. Even though the market's been looking pretty solid this week as far as the stock market, the crypto market has not been looking too bullish. I know today we had the news that the Republicans are trying to fire Gary Gensler. That's a huge boost for them and my book right now. But I don't think that's going to have much teeth here unless Democrats jump on board, which some may do, but most will probably not, because of, the typical politics that goes on in Washington. Now, if we do end up breaking back down here, week after week after week, I want you guys to really focus in on this next support level. That's going to be right around 22,000, 21,500. It's going to match up with some of the support we saw before the FTX crash and some of the support we found over here during the, you could just call it the crash of the banking cycle, whatever you want to call it, high interest rate crash. So get ready for that. And of course, if you guys go over here to the 4-hour chart, you're going to see more volatility as we start to figure out what exactly is going on with these rate hikes and what Jerome Powell is going to have to do or say at his next conference meeting, which is happening in the next few days. So get ready for that one as well, because it is going to be a little bit fun here. Now, going back over to the daily one, I just want to zoom out a little bit and show you guys what's been happening. Actually, let's go back to the weekly chart here just to make my life a little bit interesting. If we get rid of everything, let's go to the longer term Coinbase chart that has more data, more moving averages, more good stuff. I want you guys to see that we basically came back up here to a level of resistance. You guys can think of it more as another box here. But we came back up here. We ended up breaking back down and getting rejected off of it. However, Bitcoin overall, I still want to make sure you guys understand this, is not in a bad spot. We're looking at some historical norms that are not good for Bitcoin, especially with all the regulation and the crackdown. However, if you look at it, Bitcoin is right around the levels we saw back over here. And let's just go back to, Monday of January 4th of 2021, we're not in any crisis mode. For heaven's sakes, guys, we're at 26,000. We could be at $15,000. And you guys remember how bad of a time that was when FTX crashed? So just be prepared for everything, guys. There's nothing too crazy here. The only thing I want you guys to be aware of in the long term is we do have an opportunity for a breakdown in August. We are nowhere close to that. So if we do start making our way back down here to maybe $23,000, $22,000, these are all going to be buying opportunities that you guys can play around with. And I hope you guys take advantage of them, but also just make sure that you guys aren't going too crazy here, because the volatility has been killing a lot of these other signals that we might normally use, like these change of characters here, really getting decimated by all the news that comes out every single day on this topic.